Good morning, friends. Our topic is related with the chapter number 1. So, in last lecture, we have discussed related chapter number 2. Now, today, I want to start new chapter, that is chapter number 4. Name of a chapter is real numbers. So in the real number, already we have discussed in 9th standard. In 9th standard, we have already discussed what is natural number, what is whole number, what is integer, and what is rational number, and then irrational, and then real number. So we can say union of union of rational number and irrational number, union of real number and irrational number, we can say it is real number. So symbolically we know that it is represented by capital R. So in this lesson, chapter number 1, discuss what is introduction and Euclid division method. Weightage in board, it has 4 marks. So 2 marks for objectives and 2 marks for subjective. 2 marks for objective and 2 marks for subjective. So first, introduction that we have discussed, root 2, root 3, root 5. If I write root 5, root 7, root 3, root 2, so these are all the real number. Rational number and irrational number are under the real number. So now discuss with the importance of Euclids. So in 9th standard, in chapter number 5, already we discussed about the Euclids. So Euclids, we are using it here, Euclids, where to find out HCF. To find out HCF, we are using Euclid division lemma. Euclid division lemma. So Euclids give information related in the book 7th, Euclid's element. In Euclid's element, book 7, we describe about the Euclid division lemma. So first of all, that is a one theorem. We can say theorem 1.1, or it is called Euclid's division lemma. Or generally, what is the statement here? That given positive integers a and b, given positive integers a and b, there exists a unique integer q and r satisfying. So again, q and r. So I think we have also know that quotient or remainder. So that way here, that is q and r, which satisfying a is equal to bq plus r. A is equal to bq plus r. The given positive integer a and b, there exists a unique integer q and r satisfying a is equal to bq plus r, where value of r is depend on, that is a less than 0 less than equal to r less than 5, less than 0 less than equal to r less than b. I can say not a 5 but b. So a and b are the two positive integers. A and b are the two positive integers. Now one example, if we will go and see that, then we have understand it. Or we can do like that. If I divide it by 9 is divided by 2. So 2 4s are 8. Remainder is 1. So how I will write 9? 9 is equal to what I have to write? That is A and that is B. Here it is A, here it is B, and here 2 is B, and Q, that is question, is 4. So B is also called divisor. B we are using it here, we can say it is a divisor. So if I divide 9 divided by 2, 2 4s are 8, remainder is 1. So how I write this? 9 is equal to B. What is B? That is 2. So 2 multiplied by 4 plus 1 remainder. 9 is equal to 2 multiplied by 4 plus 1 remainder. So value of remainder is between either 0 or less than B. So here B as a 2. B we have take as a 2. So value of remainder is always less than divisor. Value of remainder is always less than divisor. Now where is the use of it? That is the most important. Where we can use this theorem? Where we can use this theorem? Always remember this important point. If I divide any number by 5, if I divide any number by 5, so 5 is called divisor. So what is the chance of remainder? That may be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, not 5. 5 is not possible to get remainder. Either 4, either 3, either 2, either 1 or 0. That is related with the Euclid division lemma. Where we can use this? Where we can use this? The Euclid division algorithm is a technique to compute the highest common factor, that is HCF. HCF, how to find out HCF? We can use Euclid division lemma method. So given positive integers a and b, there is a exit unique integer q and r satisfying a is equal to bq plus r, 0 less than equal to r less than b. Now question is find HCF of 455 and 42. 455 and 42. So which number is big? That we have to first find out which number is big. 455 is big. So what I have to write? I have to write 445 at here and then divided by, here smaller number is 42. So here I have to write 42. Now what is the step? 42. That is 42. How I will do it? 42 ones are 42. Here 0, 3, 5. So now 35 is there. Again 42 ones are 42. 42 ones are 42. 3, 5 remain. Now what I have to do? Again I am writing it here 42 into 10. Why I am writing 42 into 10? Because 42 into 10, 420. So if I divide it by like that, now 35. Can I write 1 as it is? Not possible. Because here I am taking 2 digit, not 1 digit. That is why we have to write 10. So first step that I am writing at here, that is 42 into 10 plus 35. 42 into 10, that is 420. What is remainder? 35. Now what is B? So these are all our B. That is over Q, and here it is over A. N plus R. How we remember to do further? Now over B must be A in next step. In next step, over B must be A. Over remainder must be now B. Over remainder must be B. Again same procedure I have to do. 42. Here 35. So 35 ones are 35. Remainder is 7. So 35 ones are 35 plus 7. Again, what is my A here? Here it is. A, B, Q and R. Now what the next step? My B must be A. B must be A. Remainder must be B. Remainder must be B. Now 35 divided by 7. So 7 5s are 35. Remainder is 0. So now two ways I have to identify. Either when you get 0, your B must be your HCF, or another way, non-remainder 0 above. When remainder is 0 above, there is non-remainder 0, that is 7. We can take also as a HCF. We can take also as a HCF. Two things we have to remember. Either when remainder is 0, on that time you can take B, or here it is also HCF. So I think you must write this, because these are all the important way I am describing. We can do now any type of sum related how to find out HCF. Again, one statement is here at that if R is equal to 0, then remainder is 0, then B is my HCF, or in the non-remainder 0 above 0, so 0 is a remainder, non-remainder 0, 7 is there, we can take as a HCF. So one more sums we can also do, then we have understand the what is the correct answer. I think you have to write this sum. I hope you have written it. Now we go for one more sum. So question is find HCF. Question is find HCF of 420 and 130. Question is find HCF of 420 and 130. So how we can find out HCF of 430 and 130? So first step, what I have to do? Again, 420 divided by 130 I have to write. What I have to write it here? 420 is equal to 130. Now, if we do it by what? What I have to do? 13 3s are 390. 13 3s are 390. So 390. So what I have to write it here? Into 3. Now what is remainder? 30 is my remainder. So I have to write 38 here. I think if we write A, B, Q and R. A, B, Q and R. Now what is the next step? A is equal to B into Q plus R. Again, what I have to write it here? 130. So I have to write 138 here. Then what I have to write it here? That is 30. Now again, what I have to do? I have to first do it again divisible. So 130 divided by 30. 34s are 120. So that is 4. 120. What is my remainder? 10 is my remainder. Again, what I have to write? 38 here. 48 here. So 4, if you will go for, what I have to write it here? 10. Again 30 divided by 10. So 30 into 3. Here it is 0. 30 into 3, here it is 0. So what is my answer again? Either remainder 0 above term, that is 10, or at here value of b. So value of b at here, that is, here it is b. That is my HCF. We can write, or we can write HCF at here. So two different way we can get answer HCF. So exercise 1.1, there are some related HCF by using Euclid division lemma. So one sum, that is 135 and 225, that we have to do. So important that every time write A is equal to BQ plus R, then every time we can get a answer. But if you are not write perfectly, then we cannot get a answer. So now question, find HCF of, question is 135 and 225. Now which number is greater, that we have to see. Here I have to take as a and here we have to take as a B. So what is the first step? Always remember A is equal to BQ plus R. Always remember A is equal to BQ plus R. A is equal to BQ plus R. Now 225. So I have to write 225 is equal to B, that is 135, into dash, that we don't know, but we have to divide 225 by 135. So I am write 225 by 135. 225, 135 ones are already we can give. We cannot go for 2 because 135 twos are, that is 270, that is greater than 225. So I have to write 1 and 135. So 225 minus 135, that is 65 plus 25, that is 90. So what I have to write? 90. So 1 plus 90. What is my comparison? Write A, write B, write Q, write R. Now what is the next step? 135 I have to make as A. R, always remember R, I have to put as a B. We can do by this method also. 135. So 135 ones are. So I divide by 90. So 90 ones are 90. We cannot take 2. We cannot take 2 because 92 is 180. It is greater than. I am discussing about the exercise 1.1, question number 1. So 90 into 1 plus remainder, that is 45. 91 is 90 plus 45, you will get 135. Now next step, that is 90 I have to write, 45 I have to write it here, 45 twos are here, remainder is 0. So either B is my answer at here, or B is my answer at here, or non-zero remainder, non-zero remainder. So remainder here 0, above it, it is called non-zero remainder. So we can take 45 from here, it is our HCF. We can take here, it is also our HCF. 90 is equal to 45 multiplied by 2 plus 0. So two things, either 45 is my HCF or here 45 is my HCF. When question is more than, sometime when question is more than 2 terms, 3 terms are there, on that time what we can do? So on that time we have to do first any 2 number and then go for third number. When question is in form of 2, then it is easy. We can take any number, greater number we have to take A, and smaller number we can take B. One more simple example we can do also at here. So in 1.2 there are more sums to find out HCF. So I think you have to write this, then we go for next. Okay, try to find out HCF of 26 and 91. Question is find out HCF of 26 and 91. Have you get answer or not? I think it is also easy if you will go proper way. Let me do again by same method, that is Euclid algorithm method. Again I have to divide. So I have to write it here. Question is find HCF of 26 and 91. Find HCF of 26 and 91. So HCF of 26 and 91. Again we have to compare as a. So here if you will say it is B, here we can say it is A. Why we have to write like that? Because we know that greater number we can take as a. So I have to write A is equal to B cube plus R. Now what is A? What is A? That is 91 is A. 91 is A. And what is my B? 91 is A. What is my B? That is 26. So what I have to write? 26. So 26 2s are 50, 26 is 24, 4s are if I will do, that is greater than 100. So I have to write 26 3s are 6 3s are 18 carry 1 6 2s are 3 2s are 6 plus 1. Now 13 is remainder. So what I have to write at here? 3. What is my remainder? What is my remainder? R, that is 13. What is the next step? What is the next step? That I have to write 26 at here. So that is 26. What is the R that I have to write at here? Again, we can do it by 2s are 26 0. So 2s are here 0. What is my HCF? What is my HCF? Either it should be B, that is HCF, or non-remainder 0. Non-remainder 0 is also my HCF. Non-remainder 0 is also my HCF. Some more difficult sum we can also do. We can also do some more difficult sum. But simple concept is that always use A is equal to BQ plus R. A is equal to BQ plus R. So in 1.2 also there are 3 sums we can find by using Euclid algorithm method. Now how to find? So that I have to rub now. We can do some more sum related HCF only by using Euclid's algorithm method. Find HCF of 96 and 404. What is the first step? I have to write 404 at here, or I have to first of all I have to write A is equal to BQ plus R. Now first step, that is I have to write 404. What is B? That is 96. So what step we have to go now? We have to go for 404 divided by 96. So if we go for 5, then 96 means 100 5s are 500. It is not possible. 4, 100 4s are 400. So 96 into 4 if I will do. 96 into 4. 6 4s are 24. 2, 9 4s are 36. Plus 2, 3, 8, 4. So I have to write 3, 8, 4. Here it is 0. We have to write 2. Here it is 0. Again, what I am doing? 96 into 4. 6 4s are 24. 2, 9 4s are 36. Plus 2, 3, 8, 4. So I have get at here 4 plus remainder 20. Now what is my next step? 96 I have to write at here. So 96. 20 I have to shift at here. Again same. I have to write 96 at here. 24 is 80. 24 is 80. So 16 is there. So 4 is plus 16. What again I have to write? 28 here. This 16 at here. So 16 ones are 16 plus 4 remainder. Again I have to do this. In bracket I have to write 20. So again 16 at here I have to write. 4 I have to write shift at here. 4 into 4 plus 0. Or if we write proper way, that is 16, 4 into 4 plus 0. So here it is my A every time, here it is my B every time, here it is my Q, but B is my answer. B is my answer, or non-remainder 0 at here is also my HCF, or here it is also my HCF. So 1.2 more sums, 1.1 all sums we can do by using Euclid's algorithm method. 510 and 92, 336 and 54. So that you have to do in homework. So your homework is always go through it. That is 510 and 92, 336 and 54. So first sum I have completed, one sum. You have to find out all other sums. 306 and 654, 306 and 657 and 5th. 867 and 255. 867 and 255. These are the you have to do in homework. I hope you have to write this now. I think you have written all these three. So concept related Euclid division lemma we have completed. Now in next lecture we find out how to find HCF and LCM by prime factorization method, or we can do fundamental theorem of arithmetic in next lecture. So exercise 1.1 question number 1 is important that you have to do, and 1.2 these are all the sums you have to do in homework. Again SMS, follow rules of SMS for COVID-19, that is S for sanitizer, M for mask, and S for social distance. If we follow these rules, then it is not possible that we can under the third wave. Thank you for listening to me.